Hello everybody and welcome back again to Hello Neighbor. Alright, so last episode we took a look at some very interesting stuff. If you guys do want to check that out, I'm going to add a link to the description below today. But we took a look at a really neat secret house that's actually not in this world. It's in a separate world which we can load from this world, but it's really neat and really creepy. So if you guys do want to check that out, check out the link in the description below to see that. But today we're going to be having a look at, whoa, okay, slow down a little bit, come on, that was a little bit fast, okay, but we're going to be having a look at the world around us, because you can see it's a very different world than the one before. It looks a lot more polished, things are a lot better put together. We actually have a curb here, which I don't think was there last time, and it looks really pretty. And we know about a few different things going on outside of here. But right away, you can see over there, there's our old house. It's incomplete, has no front or anything like that. And there's a car that drives by here. And if we can go around to the other side, hopefully unnoticed. Okay, you can see it back there in the distance. That's what I'm most interested in looking at. We're going to head over there today. You can see there's a little bit of a graveyard going on. So we're going to go have ourselves a look at that and a few other things outside of this walled-in little world that we're stuck in here. So let's go ahead and get in our ghost mode. So let's go into our special ghosty mode and then get back out of that, because we actually do want to walk around this world because it makes things a little bit more interesting. It also just got a lot darker, which is kind of creepy. But here we go. Let's go. So first of all, that wire is cut, which is a little bit odd. And I think if we go over here, I think there's a wall right here. Yeah, we gotta go around this house. So let's go ahead and make our way over to that graveyard, though, and we can see what's going on over there. Whoa. Whoops. Okay, so there's a hole in the street. Gotta be careful about that one. I guess they just dug it out and didn't really think about the fact that people are gonna be running around outside of the map. I mean, obviously we're not supposed to be, so it's not that big a deal, but, oh well. So here's our graveyard here. So you can see it's really close to the original house. The original house is right over there. So it's supposed to be something that we can see. So it's something we're supposed to know about, but it is awfully creepy. You can see even the front is facing the house, and it's like perfectly lined up so that we can see it. But everything in here, I believe, has no collision. So we're just gonna look around, check all these gravestones. There's 2 gravestones in one, because that's wonderful, but it's really bumpy. Okay, I'm not really seeing a whole lot. I mean, it's really neat looking. You know, I guess not neat, it's really creepy looking. But it's all pretty well built and it looks really cool. And my hope is in the future, now they've said that they are adding in different sort of places because it's meant to be open world, and one of them is our regular world, and the other is going to be a basement, and they said they want to add one more to it as well, and I don't know what that one's going to be, but I'm really hoping that they do expand on the open world, and eventually that these have some sort of secrets and neat stuff to them, because I love seeing this kind of stuff just around outside of the map. But you can see there's a few more things we're going to check out. First of all, there's a house on the hill up there, which I want to go have a look at, see if we can find anything around there. We're also keeping an eye out for any trees that look a little bit suspicious. You know, check them for a golden apple, because we need to know. If that's going to be a thing, we need to know about it. But if we head this way, we can actually find some more interesting stuff. There's also lots of tall grass around here, and some of it has stuff, like, in it, but, I don't see anything over here. I don't think this is special tall grass. It's just regular tall grass. But if we come over here, here's the special tall grass. Hiding a cabin on the lake. So this is super weird. Now, we found this during the live stream, and it's really neat. Now, this one you can't see at all from the original map. And we did go... What is this that I'm running into here? Oh, this is the original map. Okay, so the original map... It ends at this back fence, so this is the closest corner to it, and you can't see inside of the lake at all. You can't see the house at all. You can't see any of the water. So they clearly added this in knowing that we were gonna eventually see it somehow. Whether it's they just did it because they knew we were gonna get outside of the map and find some cool stuff, or if they're planning on implementing it in later on. I choose to think the latter, because it's more exciting to think that. But let's go ahead. I don't think we can get directly over there. If we walk under here, we might glitch through. Okay, you can see underneath the water here, which we'll take a look at, but we can't really climb up this, I don't think. No, that's not gonna work. We don't really have anything to climb with either, so we're gonna go ahead and just go back into our ghost form and float into here and have ourselves a look at this cabin here. Let's go back into walk. Make sure that there's nothing real weird over here. Okay, so this is the little cabin. So it's got like textures and it has a window and it's pretty well put together. Like this isn't just something they just threw together in a few seconds. This is obviously something someone actually worked on for a decent bit of time. I mean, there's no door or anything, but it clearly has an entrance ramp right here, and inside is like completely finished. Is this the same as the garage? Is it? I don't think so. It might be the same as the garage, actually, or not the, I guess the shed, not the garage, the shed in the backyard. Let's go ahead and take a look at that shed, actually, and see if this is the same model as that. Okay, so here's the shed. Now, it does look really similar. It's got the same window placement on the front. It has that same platform going out the front. Whoa. Where's he at? Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. But you can see around the back, we have that big window, but I don't know if this window on the side is the same, but you can see underneath it is the same as well. So let's go back to the other one and just check out that side window, because if that side window is the same size, then it is the same model, which is kind of interesting. It's I don't know. Let's go look and see. Okay, so the window is in fact the same, so that means this is the same model as the shed, and it's just out here on a lake. I don't know. I was really hopeful that this was like something special, but I guess, I mean, it's still definitely special, but it's really neat seeing this, and I don't know why in the world it's here. There's no bridge or any way of getting into it. They've clearly made it so that we can't possibly walk our way up there. I guess if we go from this side, let's try that out and see if it is possible to just walk our way up there. But it's a really like suspicious little thing. Like it's weird. It's just weird, I guess. Okay, so we can we? We're really close. There we go. So we can, in fact, walk our way up here if we just go from the right spot. There's kind of a patch in the middle there. But it's still really neat seeing this. But let's continue on. We've talked about the shed enough. Let's go try and find some more things, like that house on the hill. And over here on this side, you can see the road is actually, it's entirely one road, and we might actually just follow it back around, but it actually ends over there, so it sort of does a curve and loops around. But over here we have no neighborhood or anything like that. But even off of the map, we can see there's some neighborhoods, and we've checked most of them, and there doesn't seem to be anything special in those, sadly. But they're there, so they sort of extend off the map, though, and I'm guessing that's just sort of to make it look more realistic, because you won't see the land under them anyways. But yeah, there are neighbors or neighborhoods on each side just floating off the edge of the map. So it's kind of weird. Okay, we've got more tall grass over here. Is there anything suspicious about this? Or is this person's lawn just super overgrown and they don't ever bother to cut it? Look at this. Like, this looks like it's a field practically. This is a lot of tall grass. I'm sort of hoping that eventually we can like run out here and the neighbor can chase us through the tall grass. I mean, that would be super scary. I would not enjoy that, but I'm hoping that it will be a thing. And then there's this weird backyard over here. Now, I don't think there's anything in this tall grass. I've sort of been through most of it, but it's all within this fence, and it's all set up behind this this house here. So it looks like it might be, I don't know, something suspicious. Maybe I'm definitely reading too far into these things, but it's a neat little thing. So here is our house on the hill. This is the tallest point on the entire map. And this house sits right on top of it, and I think the world just sort of ends right here. Oh, no, it dips down over there. And you can see over here, you can see the map down below. There's sort of a thing down below, and there's a basement below that. If you guys didn't know that already, you should definitely check that out, because that's super neat. But here is our tall house on a hill. It doesn't really seem to have anything special with the trees or anything. I'm still keeping an eye out for those, but I don't see anything special there. But we can just walk right through it, and nothing. Okay, it's a little bit disappointing, but this is the tallest point on the map, and it's a really neat looking house. Sadly, we can't switch around like between day and night right now. In this current build, it's sort of, it's unfinished, and we can't do that. So we don't even have a bed to sleep in, because our house in general is just sort of incomplete. It's really, really empty. And I assume they sort of did that just because they used this build, which is sort of an in-between between Alpha 2 and Alpha 3. So this is probably mostly going to go away or change. But I'm hoping they keep some of the stuff in this outside of the map, because it is really creepy stuff and really neat stuff. But I think that is basically it for today. We've covered most everything. We're going to go ahead and check out this road real fast and see how it turns and where it goes. So it sort of dips into the ground right here, which I thought it was continuous and just went all the way around. But it sort of really screws up over here. Like, it just does a big curve and then goes into the ground. I want to see if this continues, though. So I think the road ends over there, and then this road that curves around the other way is actually connected to the main houses. Yeah, right over there. It just sort of intersects and goes all the way across, and we can get inside of the road again. Okay, but that's going to be it for today. We're going to go ahead and end it there since we've explored most of the map. And if you guys do want to see more Hello Neighbor, be sure to hit subscribe if you're not already. We check out a lot of cool stuff over here. And if you guys want to see what we found, because we've got more stuff over here. We've got lots of stuff underneath the map. This is actually our new model, which I actually haven't shown you guys yet, so I want to go ahead and show you guys that. But that's just some general animated models, and this is us. This is what we look like. So all the theories have been busted. It's really weird looking. But if you guys do want to see what's in the basement down below, definitely be sure to check the description. I'll add that one in there as well. But that's going to be it for today, everybody. I hope you guys have enjoyed this little tour of the new map, which is much neater than the old one. I mean, there's no duplicate house, but it's still much cooler looking. But that's going to be it for today, everybody. I hope you guys have enjoyed.